Here we go again, guys. This is Peanut, the owner of Solar Savage channel. I'm making these videos because I'm hoping a few of you that will get to know me and remember me. At one time I had quite a few followers, a lot of videos. I don't remember exactly how many videos, but it was quite a few. I'm thinking somewhere between 700 to 1,100 videos at one time. That's neither here or there. Got in a chat room one night, kind of got mad, and a few things people said, and I let it get to me, which, nobody shouldn't let stuff get to you to where you want to destroy your own channel. As far as views wise, I had quite a few people who watched a lot of my stuff because I've done a lot of stuff. I got these Cherokee Jeeps. I go back in the hills a lot, or used to. Got some bikes. I ride. I'm a mold maker. I'm I craft and make stuff. Woodworker. Several different things. So, that said, and then here a little bit later on, I'm going to tell y'all about watch out and don't get jammed up by some of these people, because that's what happened to me. I got jammed up for not thinking and got put under a $20,000 cash bond. I'm going to show you one of my bikes. And I'm hoping this winter, if I can get some help, it's not going to look nowhere near like it is right now. My intentions is this tank here, I'm going to get into dipping and do my own thing. Take my tank and stuff off and put that stuff in there and make it look like I just had a $1,000 paint job put on it. I mean, that's how it kind of works. And I'm waiting to get a bunch of cloth in, because I used to get a lot of cloth and make my own molds and make a lot of things, which I'll show you some of it. This right here is a headliner out of the 88 Jeep Comanche 4-wheel drive that I'm working on. I'm going to redo. I'm going to fix it, get it one way, fix it, and then I'm going to put cloth on it and get it lined out, and then I'm going to use it for a plug, mold, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to lay cloth back in it after I get it all polished, painted, make it a really mirrors surface, and pop me out at least 2 more, because I got 4 of these Jeep Comanches, and I don't think nary one of them has a headliner in it. So that's one thing I got to do. I want to show you back some time ago. This used to be all my woodwork stuff. Now, for example, that right there, that was a dollhouse I made for a bingo hall. I know a lot of you may not believe it, and I don't care, but I ended up getting $1,700 off for my part after they tipped it off. We split it, so they got some pretty good money out of it themselves. But I used to make a lot of things, some really great things. That was cool as hell. Here's another picture of that dollhouse. Here's a rock house, which took me a long time to build that, because every bit of that is little bitty rocks about the size of your fingernail. Garbage can, bird cage, log house. Here you go, an old hand pump. I actually put a pump in that and let water run through it, so that was pretty neat. A-frame. Here's something I made back years and years and years ago. I made this big track for remote control cars. You know, I had it fixed up where you got up on a pedestal and drove them with a foot pedal and a steering wheel. You know, I had timers on set on it, but you know, this is where it's nowhere near completed, but it was completed, and it turned out quite well. This picture ain't much. Probably might be able to see on it. I had a sponsor at that time, Ron Purry's at Louisa, Kentucky. I just had bought this 100-acre farm down there and got into go-kart racing with my older son and took him all over the place. He ended up being track champion at 2 places. One was Louisa, matter of fact. The other one, Proctorville, if I'm not mistaken, Proctorville, Ohio. And kind of hard to see, but that was my first Harley Davidson 47 Knucklehead. Boy, I wish I had that back. You know, I was working in the mines. Started full-time when I was 16 years old. I actually dug this bike out of a basement. Worked on it quite a while for myself, on it myself. Candy apple red, butterfly across the gas tank of it, hand painted. You know, this thing was a chopper, for real, way out there. Here's one of the better pictures I had of it. I actually had a whole lot more, but my wife ended up, my ex-wife, after 33 years, ended up with most of all my pictures. Here's a little Yamaha 500 Virago, I guess that's what you call it. Yeah, that's damn. Now I'm kind of lost for words. Bobber. Yeah, my son. It's been in storage for quite some time. He actually served in Afghanistan and a few other places, which I can't tell all of it, so I'll just leave it there. But he's back now, and we kind of got started on this a little bit, which we still got a little bit of work. Here's another one of my bikes, 83 Sportster 10 over. This has got big bore kit in it. This thing is wicked. I got the seat off of it, the front fender, which is no big deal. All that stuff's back there in the back. Been moving the wood shop around a little bit. You can tell, I mean, it's a mess. It really is, it's a mess. I got a long ways yet to get this lined out and get it finished. Ford Focus Heaven. Doors, windows, fenders, hoods, dashes, inner fenders, headlights, computers, you name it, axles, wiper motors, radiators. I pretty much got it. Quite a bit. I really hope this dipping thing is going to turn out really good. I'm kind of lagging behind on it, but I just haven't had a chance to really get at it because I got some other stuff I'm working on. I got 2 vehicles broke down, and got a friend brought a vehicle out here. I'm waiting for my son. This is some of the stuff I used to do back. This is my very first boat that I made, hydroplane. You can actually see a cast on. That was a couple months after I had the back surgery and got where I could walk around. You have to forgive me about the pictures. They kind of got damp and watered over the years. Now this is a pretty good size one. This one right here takes a chainsaw motor. This thing is, God, I forgot how long this thing was. 4.5 feet, maybe a little bit longer. Big. Yeah. very big. Well, there's another picture of it, just to give you an idea. You know, I'm 5'7", and you can see that thing is just about as big as I am. And there's another one I made, which is this one. There's another picture of it. Another picture of it. That's actually when I lived in Louisiana. And I used to be in mold making, made my own molds on parts and stuff. It's like these parts right here. You know, that's the back part of the hydroplane, the front and everything. And a bunch of Jeep parts. Got all kinds of Jeep parts, hard Davidson parts, and then a few knickknacks here and there, just odd and end stuff. But I wanted to share it with y'all. I hope you don't mind. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. You know, I'll be turning 60 here in about 65, 70 days, something like that. And trust me, at times I really, really feel like it. Trust me, because I feel like I'm beat to death. In fact, today, yesterday, because I've been up all night. Yesterday was the first time I got out of the house since the 26th of last month. Yeah, I have some problems I got to deal with. Once these problems over with, you know, I kind of get back out here and piddle around a little bit. You know, right now that's all I'm doing is piddling around a little bit. My son's coming in this afternoon from Tennessee, and he's going to come down and help me. So right now, the only thing I'm doing is a little bit of prepping and getting a few things lined out. That's what I'm doing. But I want to tell y'all, and this, the reason why I'm telling you this story, tale, whatever, but let me make one thing clear. This is a true story, absolutely true story. What happened to me. I had an older son here. We got a 2-car garage out here. Yeah. I don't go out there and fool with it very much. He'd been staying here for about 2 years, him and his wife. You know, they've been having problems and stuff here and there along the line. You know, I ain't gonna lie about it. Drugs was one of the biggest things. When she had my first grandson, he tested positive for coke. Yeah. I had signed papers and everything, CPS here, you know, and that went on for, God, it seemed like forever. And finally that got over with. Thank God for that. But he'd actually straightened up, and she had too, and I thought everything was, you know, just great. Really, I thought everything was really good. And that's why you don't want to let your guard down, and because when you do, it's going to bite you in the ass, plain and simple. And I hope you don't let it happen to you like it did me. He was doing quite a bit, like I say, out here. Fixing cars, brake jobs, oil jobs, you know, changing tires, changing motors, transmission. I actually had several vehicles, trucks brought in here that was actually chained together. Took and put them up here, fixed things, and got them lined out and played them and fixed them where these people could drive them again, because they couldn't afford no more vehicles, you know. And he done it dirt cheap, and you know, I kind of happy that he done it and help him, but at the same time too, you know, it wasn't really in his best interest, because he really wasn't make no money. But I guess when you're living on somebody free of charge, their tools, their electric and everything else, I guess it really don't make no difference, I guess. But he approached me and we got talking about buying a bunch of different equipment, like a tire changer, car lift, big air compressor, air tubes, impact guns, yeah. I mean, you name it, we bought it. A lot of stuff. To build new air conditioners, to pull all this stuff, you know, the gas stuff and recharge them, all that. You know, spent quite a bit of money. And lo and behold, I felt, you know, I was a sucker to it. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I was a complete sucker because I just had my eyes closed and wasn't paying no attention to what was going on. I wish I had have. I really wish I had have. Started off, I started noticing money missing. You know, I borrowed quite a bit of money. You know, when I say quite a bit, no, absolutely no chump change. I promise you, no chump change. I'll say this: it was well over $50,000, and less than $100,000. So, just give you an idea. I mean, it was a lot of daggone money. And like I say, I started missing money, and yeah, I got some problems about sleep disorder. Sometimes I go 3-4 days and not sleep, absolutely not sleep 2 hours. 3 days is nothing for me to stay up. And you know, I've been having this problem for a long time, a very long time. But you know, maybe in a different video, I'll tell you what happened. I went through some really hard times on some stuff, and it's my opinion you don't have to go through the Army to suffer from PD, whatever it's. Let's see. Try and get it right, guys. Tell me in the comments. I'm not getting it right, or I can't say it on account of teeth. You know, trying to get used to these new false teeth. But how I actually found out was from a friend of mine. My son and his wife had took and put cameras, little bitty small cameras. You know, I'd say my old son was a pretty good whiz. I mean, no joke. He's pretty slick all the way around. Hell of a mechanic, hell of a welder. Computers, him and his wife both was really daggone good with computers. You know, set security system up, apps and stuff. You know, some of the things he done, you know, blow my mind. I'm not going to get into that. But long story short, altogether, I'm pretty sure they got me for around $30,000 cash. Now that's not counting all the tubes, the tire machine, the MIG welders, the pistols, even my car. 3 sets of wheels and tires that I had put back. One set I had $1,200 in. The other 2 sets, 800,000, somewhere in there. $5,700 out of my PayPal account, I think. Yeah, pretty sure it was. And the reason why I'm telling you, like I say, the reason why I'm telling you is I dropped my guard and I got took. And it was by my own family, my own son. So, if your own family will get you, don't think for 1 minute people out here and these dirty cops will not lay it on you. And the reason why I'm getting to the dirty cops, cause of what happened to me down here at the courthouse. You know, after all this crap happened, you end up making false charges on me, had me arrested, and that's exactly what he wanted to start.